Yo, test it there, and it's yours truly, Madness KMA, right here with another Garage Report exclusive where I rate, recommend, and review labels, productions, producers, outfits that I believe give a contribution to the garage music of today. If it gives an evolution of sound that elevates the old school essence and captures the original old school essence in the best way for the today's market, where I can agree and say, yeah, I give it my madness stamp of approval. And that's what you get on the Garage Report. I give you all the facts, not the fiction. I go straight direct to the source. If they come to me in my DMs and hit me up and says, here's some music that you can perhaps review, and if I believe from over 30 years experience in the music game, especially from the beginning of house and garage movement, then I will share my opinions pirate radio style right here on Garage Report on Pirate Chronicles series. We are almost there to 1,000 subscribers. Just hit the subscribe button now whilst I'm talking. It's quick things. I keep saying it every video, and when I check my analytics, enough of you are not already subscribed. Respect to all the day ones. That's right there. Mad people time. The Report family. I like that one. Big up VAR. She was the one that gave me that one. The Report family. I need your help. Just hit the subscribe button. Let's get over to 1,000, and then I could do live garage reports and other features right here on the multimedia platform channel. Pirate Chronicles series. The sun's out. We're feeling good. What do you want to hear from garage fans? You want to hear some good garage music, some two-step, some 4/4, some bass elements, some shuffling bass, that bumpy vibe of UK house and garage that is always relatable to the summer season. When back in the day, let me take you back, when the sun was out, us DJs used to just be lining up to do our radio shows when it was freaking the week on the 101.8 frequency. We couldn't wait to do multiple shows throughout the week just because the sun was shining, and that's what we want to hear. All the cars driving past, pumping out the garage sound, and let's do that right here via YouTube, because like I say, I'm just doing my pirate radio show on YouTube today. So today on the program, who am I featuring in the Garage Report? Well, it's a label outfit by the name of Pirate Cutz. Now, Pirate Cutz have been going for some years, and they took the template of something that Mr. Brown used to do way back in the days of the dub plate era, but translating that into a 10-inch dub plate via release instead of just an acetate. Some of them had no labels, no names. It just had the stamp of the record label. And I know Too Tough For You was doing that way back in the early days. So some of the other production outfits and record labels took on that template. In some years now, I've been doing the same format. One track on one side, that's an exclusive, and a series of hits after hits. Underground vibe was also captured within this, and trying to keep the essence of the old school. So Pirate Cutz is today's feature on the Garage Report with yours truly, Madness KMA. So shout out to Adrian and all those behind the scenes at Pirate Cutz. This is their statement. Let me just break it down for you. Why Pirate Cutz set up the label. Pirate Cutz wanted to get everyone the opportunity to play fresh music in the market of UK garage, where it was saturated from digital downloads, of course. Then there was the unique handful at the time that was releasing vinyl specials. In a little more than a year, Pirate Cutz had released 10 dub plates within a series from 1 to 10, plus 4 separate dubs. Their releases harked back to the days when vinyl ruled. In the specialist record shops behind the counters, the racks on the wall would be full and bursting with white labels. For those that remember that, ownership for that piece of vinyl, that was something special and unique, rather than any old download. Someone shares it to you, you get it for free. You don't value it as much as you got that piece of vinyl. In their case, the artist being left anonymous, that just gave more to the mystery of the sound of UK garage on the Pirate Cutz label, with just their logo alone on there. No producer name, no track name. Okay, cool. So here we are back with the Modify section of Garage Report, where I select some of my favorites from the tunes that were sent through. And they sent through their entire catalog to review. So let's get into it with entry number 1. Now, entry number 1, I immediately knew from the title alone that it was Just Remember. And I know one garage tune from one of the two-step dons of the scene, my good friend, potential bad boy, aka Chris Mack, when he gave us that classic Just Remember, and that two-step hit that I used to smack up on the radio and in clubland as well, and still would today if I was out there playing out on the battlefield. However, they've done a remake of it. Just Remember is the vocal, and I'm not sure because, like I said, it hasn't got a name of the producer, but it tickled my ears. Let's get into this entry number 1. You would recognize it from the vocal straight away. If you're a true garage fan, let's go. Wheel. The reason why I choose certain things, it has to tickle my fancy of music. My musicality shows the vibe, the element that can relate to the old school essence of house and garage, right? So, but what it was with this one, as of course the vocals that I know from Chris Mack and his original version that he did in the late 90s, I believe. And nothing can touch that, because you see Chris Mack, aka Potential Bad Boy, one of the baddest producers in the UK game, period. You know what I mean? So big up Chris Mack on the original. I'm not too sure who did that version, but it gives a nice spin on what Chris did from back in the day, and it shows another element, sides to the label Pirate Cutz and what they're capable of pushing out. Okay, second entry inside today's Garage Report, featuring music from Pirate Cutz record label. And the next one now is the next one from the earlier series. It says Pirate Cutz unreleased series. This one's called Only You, Baby. Paul 90 on it.
Can you get to this?
So you see, like I'm saying, they use the old vocals, the old samples, they re-sample them out and rework them. So it gives that essence of the old school, and it's that familiar sound to ear. I've always said that on my radio shows back in the day, that familiar sound to ear with the Set You Love to Know from Madness KMA. And if I was out doing radio shows, it's the kind of vibe that I would play on my show. Now, like I said at the beginning of the program, when the sun's out, and the heat is nice in the UK, London, that is what we used to do. We used to go fly up the radio and bust our radio shows back to back to back to back with pure greatness of that core essence sound that we helped to manifest and build back in the freak days. So this is exactly what I would play on a daytime show, on an evening show. You can hear and picture it, people driving along in their cars, the old XR3Is and all kind of stuff, right? The old Renault Turbos, do you know what I mean? The Fiat Unos and them ones there, and the BMs, people driving along with their windows open wide, thumping out the sound of garage music all day long. And that's how you knew you was popular, because everyone would be playing your radio station as you see them driving along in north, south, east and west of London. So that's another groove that I do like from that label. Shows the capacity of the label and the vibe that they're coming out with. Right, so we're going back again for entry number 3 for one of my favorite producers from the DEA project, Para Beats. Now, Para's a producer that I highly rate and recommend, and in anything, because he done remixes for us as Mad Tough Project with The Faith Is My Fire, Leanne Louise, which is available for sale via Too Tough For You Records Bandcamp page. Go on there, you'll see all the list of the remix packages that is on there. And Para's one of the favorite mixes that I like to play. And I know he's a producer that can knock them out real quick, highly rated and respected. And I say, big up my brother, yes, Para. So you're featuring today in entry number 3 on his release that he had on the Pirate Cutz label. And this one's called Nobody. And from the start, it just gets you in that summertime mood.
Nobody could get around. I was a shorty. Love is the essence when your body I'm caressing. I was a shorty. I was a shorty. Flexing much more than physical sexing. I was a shorty that nobody could get around. I was a shorty. I was a shorty. I was a shorty. I was a shorty that nobody could get around. on your body, I'm correct. I was a shorty. I was a shorty. I was a shorty that nobody could get around. I was a shorty.
Really? So you get exactly what I'm saying. Summertime here in the UK, London, and that is what it is. Playing sounds like those on your radio shows, and in specific clubs today, that is where you can hear certain tunes like that, because on the main stage they're too afraid to play any kind of underground tunes and try and get a vibe. They want the immediate tracks that they know are the go-tos, right? And you know what that is? And that old saying that they were all playing from the same MP3s, the same hard drive, the same record box. Those tunes will never die. However, you can play older music with new school. You got to teach at the same time. But anyway, you know how that story goes. Let's go to one of the new school ones and one of the latest releases from Decipher with a track called Don't Go. And this is entry number 4 on today's Garage Report, featuring music from Pirate Cutz Label. Now, Decipher's another producer that I have respect for. He's got that old school elements to him. Wheel, another roller. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't always have to have the big club bangers with the big warified warping bass lines to make a great house and garage track. It had to have that radio-friendly elements as well. We used to call it user-friendly for the radios, the radio edits and that sort of a thing. But again, if I was doing a radio show today in the sunshine for house and garage, these are the type of tunes that I would play alongside the club bangers. So you see what I'm saying? Elements of a DJ, producer. You have to have the ear for music. I was like an A&R from way back when for recognizing sounds, because I just had that different mindset when it came to music, and overall it can work in many different platforms digitally, and as well, of course, these were vinyl exclusive releases. That was one of the latest ones on their label, so they're still going strong. I'm not sure if you can purchase any of the back catalogue. They may have probably sold out by now. But some good music, nevertheless. There was loads of other bits on there as well, with names of producers on there like Para, Scott Diaz, Perception. Some big music on there, man. But, you know, these are the ones that stood out for me without knowing the label, without playing these tunes out continuously to say, oh, these are my favorites. They just the ones that gave me those elements for my musical spidey senses to tingle and say, yeah, there's a vibe to that. Like I said, doesn't always have to be a big club bass banger with, chopped up vocals or even full on vocals. But yeah, I give it a stamp of approval on that label. And like I said before, it's just my humble opinion. I'm doing my pirate radio show today online in visuals. You know what I'm saying? This is it. This is what we used to do. Anyway, Pirate Cutz, big you up. Big up all the producers as well. And if there was some of the ones that's featured without a production name, big you up, hail and salute as well. Enough respect. But definitely a label that I would recommend that you check out. Pirate Cutz features on the Garage Report. Like, subscribe, comment and share down below. It's my birthday today, so look, I'm here working said way because I got to get the numbers up. Do you know what I mean? Where it matters, where it counts, right here on YouTube / Pirate Chronicles series. Hit the subscribe buttons. As it's my birthday, can you give me that gift? Because each week I'm coming out with the content. You see what I'm doing, you hear the vibes, and others will follow, but others will try and follow, but they ain't got the vibe. They ain't got the elements like madness. Come on now, let's do it in 2024 and let's rise above 1,000 subscribers, roll to 100K in round the corner. You know how it goes. I'm out.
Hey, 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 hey.